I spent the last week testing both CoinGecko and Token Metrics APIs. Here's everything you need to know from features, pricing, data quality, and overall performance. If you're building anything with crypto data, this video could save you thousands of dollars and weeks and if not months of development time. So watch until the end and let's get into it. Now I want to get started by telling you exactly what each platform offers and their target audiences, as ultimately that can be a big deal breaker depending on what you guys are building. Now, CoinGecko API is a comprehensive cryptocurrency data provider. They've been around since 2014 and ultimately they offer extensive market data covering 13,000 cryptocurrencies. So they have a vast variety of cryptos that are listed on CoinGecko that you're able to access market data for. Ultimately, they have endpoints for prices, market caps, historical data, and market analytics. They're known for the broad coverage and developer-friendly approach. Now, moving over to the Token Metrics API on the other hand, which ultimately, even though it offers all the market data that CoinGecko offers, not as many cryptocurrencies, which is 13,000. However, the Token Metrics API focuses on advanced analytics and AI-driven insights. So rather than just providing the raw market data that is offered at CoinGecko, they offer process metrics, risk assessments, price predictions, trading signals, and fundamental analysis. So they target users who want to ultimately build analytical insights, who want analytical insights to build upon alongside the market data. So in terms of use cases with the Token Metrics API, it can vary a lot more than CoinGecko, as ultimately CoinGecko is going to be your starting point to build upon. It's giving you raw market data and nothing more. So you're getting historical chart data, you're getting the on-chain DEX API as well, exchange data, NFT API, and you can see the endpoints right here. With Token Metrics, you're getting a lot more, ultimately making what you're building a lot easier depending on what you're building. For example, if you're building a trading AI agent, Token Metrics API is going to be the clear winner here. Or if you're building a portfolio manager, portfolio dashboards, research platforms, ultimately Token Metrics API is always going to be the better choice. However, if you just want the starting point of just raw market data, CoinGecko would be a good option. But again, Token Metrics provides that as well. So ultimately, you're getting raw market data while also getting analytics, trading signals, and a whole lot more. Now, when it comes to pricing, it can be a massive deal breaker. Whether you're an early stage project, if you're a solo builder, or you're a large company, you would want an API that you can test before you pay anything, and you want an API that can ultimately scale with you for when it comes to pricing without costing you an arm and a leg. And ultimately, both CoinGecko and Token Metrics come with a free plan. So that checks one box with both APIs here. You're able to test the API, see how it fits within your platform or trading agent or dApp before you pay anything. The Token Metrics API comes with 5,000 free API calls with 20 requests per minute. However, that comes with the trader grades and signals endpoint. So ultimately, if you're needing the extra analysis, predictive token signals and token grades, Token Metrics is a clear winner here. Ultimately, they do have also 35% discount if you pay with the native token. And when you play yearly, you get 2 months for free. With the CoinGecko API, it is slightly more expensive. However, you do get more API calls. That does come with also a free plan here, which is currently at beta. That does require you to credit CoinGecko back in your platform. So you'll have to mention that data is powered by CoinGecko, which might be a deal breaker for some of you out there, but that does come with the free plan. Now, the paid plans start $129, so slightly more expensive. Even when you do go with the annual plan, you save 20%, but it's still slightly more expensive than Token Metrics if you do pay with the TMAI token, and you do also get 2 months for free. So ultimately, it comes across cheaper, but you also get less API calls. So ultimately, for pricing, the clear comparison here to look at is if you just need that raw market data and you're okay with not needing any of these extra API calls and endpoint accesses, well then CoinGecko would be the better option, even though it's slightly more expensive. However, when it comes to needing more than raw market data, where I believe most projects would need, you don't just want that raw market data, you do want those trader grades and signals, the indices, the AI reports, the AI agents, the token reports. Ultimately, depending on what you're building, you're going to need a lot more than just that raw market data, and that's where the Token Metrics crypto API comes in, as you get access to a whole lot more than that. And it comes across cheaper as well. So ultimately, depending on what you're building, you have your own winner. Now I want to go through data coverage and types. How much data and what sort of data does both CoinGecko and the Token Metrics API provide, and which one wins in this? Now, ultimately, CoinGecko does offer quite a lot, over 13,000 cryptocurrencies here, and you get access to lots of different endpoints. You got coins here, which you get top gainers and losers, recently added coins, so on and so forth. You can go down here, look at the contracts as well, the contract addresses of these tokens. You can then also look at coin historical chart data, coin historical chart data within time range by token address. You've got the asset platform lists, token list by asset platform. You got exchanges, categories, NFTs, which is currently in beta, exchange rates. You got search as well, which ultimately can integrate with the API. You got the trending tab as well at CoinGecko, which you can integrate. You got the global crypto market data as well, which you can integrate, and the global market cap chart data, and the companies, which is pretty interesting, which is still in beta as well. Now, with the Token Metrics API, you get quite a lot more. Now, the difference between both, before I get into the Token Metrics API, is that the CoinGecko API really focuses on raw market data. I know I mentioned this a few times already in this video, but that is important to focus on, as ultimately, even though they both provide market data, CoinGecko focuses on the raw and the baseline of market data, which comes at the coin's price, market cap, top gainers, top losers, and so on. Token Metrics does come with its own as well, and additional features as well. And the additional features here are the trading signals, the trader grades, the prices, which is similar to CoinGecko we have as well, the WebSocket, which makes it easier to plug and play, the hourly OHLCV, the daily OHLCV, investor grades, market metrics, AI reports. We've got crypto investors, top tokens by market cap, similarly to CoinGecko as well, resistance and support. You got the Token Metrics AI, hourly trading signals, sentiment, quant metrics, scenario analytics, correlation, indices holding, and the indices performance. So ultimately, with CoinGecko, as mentioned earlier, you get that raw baseline of market data, everything you would need to get started to build upon. Token Metrics comes with that raw market data and more: trading signals, price predictions, investor grades, trader grades. Ultimately, for when it comes to data, if you're just looking for lots of detailed data on a more variety of tokens, CoinGecko would be the winner. But if you're looking for overall sort of features and what's being, what you're getting hold of here, Token Metrics will be the winner. So again, it comes down to what you are building. If you're building something like an AI agent, a trading AI agent, CoinGecko won't give you the best for your buck, as ultimately you're just getting that raw data. You're not getting any predictive sort of analysis, any price predictions, trading signals, trader grades, and ultimately with Token Metrics you're getting all of that and more as well. So again, for when it comes to the API, depending on what you're building, you've got your own winner. Now, for a final comparison, both projects are great choices serving different needs. So depending on what you are building, one choice might be better than the other. If you just need that raw market data and a lot more of it, CoinGecko would obviously be the better option. However, if you're looking for that raw market data on 3,000 to 5,000 plus cryptocurrencies, plus the analytical and predictive market data to build trading agents, portfolio trackers and managers, and so on, well then Token Metrics would obviously be the better choice. But that brings us to the end of this video. Let me know what you guys are building down in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.